Well, happy anniversary.
Yes, happy anniversary, darling.
44 years ago, we got married today. 44 years
we
ago
did, yes.
today, we got married, yeah.
And look where we are.
And look where we are. Look,
yeah.
look how far we've come.
Yes. Just before we have to leave here, we're just having a walk round the dog walking pitch, which is so big and
yeah.
so beautiful.
Let's just show you that.
Yes.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Massive. All of this here is the dog walking, right over to that hedge. This is all the dog walking field. It's absolutely massive. You'll notice up on the hills there, you'll see a bit of snow.
Yes. We're very high up here. Yes.
Yeah, just over beyond that little tree line there. I think there's some snow there. So, how cold is it?
Ooh, well, there's a chill factor. There's a bit of the wind. I would say it's +3, perhaps. Yes. It's not. It is cold, but it's lovely. And it's the first day we've been here that we've got blue sky and no rain. Because yesterday it rained all day. So today we're sad we've got to go home. But never mind. We'll be back to this site because it's absolutely lovely. Everywhere's so dog friendly. And people friendly, so it's definitely going to be one we're going to visit too. This is one of the best views, I think, from a dog walk I've ever seen. It really is. It's so typical of the Yorkshire Dales with the stone walls and the little little stone barns, I guess they are, all over the place. Absolutely beautiful. It makes you want to walk and walk.
Well, we're just back from our little walk out, and now we need to prepare the motorhome for travel. And there's a few things that we need to sort of check out and do before we get on the road. The first thing, though, before we unplug the electric, is Wendy's going to make some coffee. And you might remember a good while ago that we bought these Edelhoff mugs. They're travel mugs. They're sort of thermos mugs that have a little thing at the top there. You press down and that closes them and opens them for that little spout. And they're nice and easy, sort of. Well, if they're closed, they're non-spill. But also, the other things we need to do is make sure that all the kitchen area is all sort of packed away. And we've got couple of cups in the sink, which we normally leave there. Make sure we put the kettle in the sink as well, so that doesn't rock around. This butter usually stays up there. This will be okay there because it doesn't really fall off. But we need to make sure that all this area is sort of secured. We used to keep a sort of spirit measure up there and a bottle opener, but that always fell off and made a loud crashing noise as we were going along. The cupboard up here has a little latch on it, so we need to latch those in. The oven, fridge and freezer, they sort of stay latched closed. There's this cupboard here that we always check to make sure that is fully latched in, and also I make sure now when I'm checking the kitchen that we're got the doors closed there. We do close up these doors for the bathroom and the toilet area, but we do put various things. Well, let me show you. We've very often got things up in this area. These are okay, these are our toothbrushes, but anything that's up on this area here will fall off as we're moving, so we put it into the sink, and we've got our little soap dispenser in the sink there. These, the sort of things, the robes, the bath robes that we keep hanging there, they're okay. And anything up on these, if they're short enough, they don't fall off. If they were taller, they tend to sort of rock about and fall over, so we don't keep those. We make sure this cupboard is sort of latched. There's a little latch on it around the back of the handle, and you can hear it. Latch closed. Yep. So we keep that all locked up. While I'm doing this, I make sure that these skylights are all closed. I know they are because I closed them this morning.
Oh, and the TV aerial, Steve.
Yeah, if we've been watching the TV, which we don't do much of, we do need to check that that is down. You see that we've got, you might not be able to see in that cupboard, they're better now. You can see that this is the TV aerial, and it has a sort of ceiling ring there, and that can go up when we're watching TV, but it needs to be fully down and in the horizontal position, because it's like that normally, but it can tilt like that to pick up the signal a bit better in some places. So we'll lock all that in place, make sure that cupboard's all closed, and make sure that the blinds are over here. Now, I don't think it's that necessary that we keep the bedroom blinds closed, but Wendy likes it that way.
And when we're travelling, I always keep the dirty washing in there.
All the dirty washing just gets dumped in the bottom of the bathroom, in the shower room.
But we always keep the rubbish bin in there.
The rubbish bin goes in there, and Pippin's water bowl.
Oh yeah.
Which is that's a
good one.
That's one of our new non-spill, which has been really, really good.
Yeah, it's called Road Refresher, because we used to keep kicking a bowl over, but this is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's got like that little thing in there.
Yeah, there's a sort of little float in there that we can push down, and more water comes through.
Yeah, really good.
Anyway, that goes inside the shower.
It does, but I'm just going to see if she wants a drink before we shut it up.
So that's that. And we've also got some cupboards here in the kitchen area. There's our cutlery drawer, and that latch is closed, and that one, and there's two similar drawers where Wendy's standing underneath the sink.
Oh yeah,
so just latch those closed. Push them in.
That is bad news if we did forget them.
So if you forget those, they will slide open as you go around corners.
But
and one thing we did do once was we left this undone, and this door slides backwards and forwards, and you might wonder what it is banging around. And it's that thing. So,
and I'll tell you another thing we know: never ever put jars up high. Anything with made of glass, always put down low, because the times we forgot that once. And up here there's only plastics, but they don't seem to fall out, do they?
No.
I don't know what the hell is all in here. Oh, our soup cups.
We're using this bit up here as a little bit of a dumping ground for plastic containers.
Yes.
And so on.
You know what we're like, really.
Well,
it should be a nice.
It's a bit messy, but there you are.
That's all right.
So once Wendy's made the coffee, I'll go out and unplug the electric and make sure that that is all done. Make sure one's not too hot.
Yeah, I've put more milk in the blue one.
Right. So we make sure that all of our sort of electrical equipment is sort of folded away and put down. Any bottles of wine and stuff like that go over in the kitchen. We've got our sort of little bowl of goodies here, and that goes down onto the seat. Pippin doesn't stay up there, she goes into the cab area. And what I do normally, once we've got rid of all the stuff off the table onto the sofa there, I come round and clean the table to get rid of all any breakfast debris or stuff left from the night before that we've not yet cleaned up. So we've done that little bit of cleaning up. The other thing to do before we drive off is to turn the cab seats around the other way. Now that is a bit of a fiddle because they don't just swivel round, because depending on what position they're in, they knock against the door or the steering wheel or the sofas to get them turned around. Now what I try and do is push the table right out of the way, so right back that way, right over there, and then I tend to sit in the seat and put it into a position where it's more easily twistable. So sort of turn it around and make sure that we keep some of these sort of things on the seat. So I bring those up because these things sometimes get caught in the mechanism. Yeah, see, like this down here, you see that's all caught in there. So you need to really be sort of aware of any of that sort of material getting caught in there. Yeah, you see with the driver's seat, that's getting caught on the steering wheel here. So you put that down, that will sort of go underneath it then, and then bring it up and pull it around to click back into place. When I've done that, I sort of go outside to the driver and passenger area to straighten up the things. Unlock the van. You'll see get these sort of straightened out. Wendy's going to do that for me while I'm holding the camera. We keep these on here for Pippin, really, because these are Pippin's sort of noodle drying mats. We keep those on there for her so that her muddy feet doesn't mess up the upholstery on the van. Not that we need them on there. Anyway, so the other thing to do is to unhook the electric down there. We go and do that. Make sure that we grab hold of the right lead, follow that lead through. Unhook from there. Unhook from there. Make sure that's closed. Make sure all these need to be sort of Loctite shut. So I just do a double check on those and make sure just do a double check on all of those and make sure that they're all sort of closed up. This time I can go round and make sure that all the window latches are closed, that all the door latches are closed and locked shut. We've got this one here that's been left unlocked, and this is a gas locker closed, and I'll need to unlock this one because that's where the electrical cable goes. So I'll need the key again to go and lock the garage door and open the other one to get the electrical cable in. So once we've done all those outside checks, we've got the mirrors out, we've got the silver screens off, and you might want to go and look at the silver screen demo that we did. I'll put a link to that, and we'll just make sure that we stand back from the van and have a look over the roof, make sure that nothing is sort of poking up that shouldn't be. And there, that looks all ready to go. We're not going to be quite as nice and clean as the van next door to us. The gentleman there has had a really great idea. He's emptied his grey waste into a sort of a flat container, and then gone round the van and given it a bit of a mop over with the grey waste. Brilliant use of sort of grey washing up water. Yeah. So final things to do is get myself prepared for the travel, get my hat and coat off so they'll be too hot in the van, make sure the step is up, and then
we're good to go.
Away we go. And that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Check once, check twice.
Good, so that's the van prepped for travel, and away we go.